When I say I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time, I fucking mean it. After watching those 2 episodes yesterday from season 10 from Degrassi of Adam, My Body is a Cage, his character deserves so much better. And I think everyone in the Degrassi fandom knows that out of all the characters in Degrassi, I have to say hands down, Adam deserves so much better. His character deserves justice. I do not blame the actress who played Adam for wanting to leave the show. I don't blame her. Because at this point, they were paying her money to do what? To do what? She was barely in story. Excuse me. Adam. Adam, he was barely in storylines. He barely had screen time. Didn't do anything. Didn't really shine until season 12. Killed him off in season 13. That is so terrible for him. He deserves so much justice. Like I said in season 13, I get what they were doing with his storyline. Texting and driving is bad. You should not do it. You should always pay attention to where you're doing on the road. I absolutely get it. But to see Adam not do nothing from season 10 through 11, and not even 12 up until they introduced Becky and they partnered them up for a science project, and to see they gave them a love story, and for that relationship to not get them much screen time, and them not to do anything with them in season 13 because Becky went away for the summer, and they just killed Adam off. Man, that shit always rubbed me the wrong way. I feel like instead of making Becky go away for the summer, they should have had her stay where she was. Because if you think about it, and this is what I'm talking about with the writers doing dumb shit. If you know, when you put them together in season 12 and they didn't really get that much screen time, I'm talking about like, after they literally put them together, they got no screen time. None. 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 They got no screen time together. No screen time together at all as a couple, at all as a relationship. They had no storylines together as a relationship at all. Up until when they killed him off. And I feel like they should not have Becky shouldn't have left when in season 13 for the summer. She should not have left. She shouldn't. I feel like if you wanted to break her Adam up, I feel like I would have approached something differently other than him thinking she was cheating. Because I'm going to say this. I wasn't against Adam and Imogen. I wasn't against it. I definitely feel like they could have been really cute together. I definitely feel like they could have been cute. I feel like I could have seen something between them. But I really like that Adam and Becky together to where I feel like I don't really want to see Adam with Imogen, but I wouldn't be against it. I feel like writers, if you know you didn't get this relationship any screen time in season 12 when they became a couple, don't you think it was a shitty idea to have Becky leave for the summer? Becky should have stayed so her and Adam could have got at least some type of storylines for their relationship in season 13 before they killed him off. That's just how I feel. As far as Adam's character is concerned, he deserves so much better. To see that after his man, literally in season 10 when him and Drew come into that season, he didn't get any storylines up until his part 1 and part 2 episodes. I mean, yeah, they had him having a rivalry with Fitz, but it was more Eli's battle than his. He just was fucking Fitz up when Eli, wanted to fuck him up. It was more Eli's battle with Fitz than it was with Adam and Fitz, for real. Adam didn't really get anything up until his part 1 and part 2 episodes, and they were really great. They were amazing. They were so good, and I feel like them episodes to me always leave a bitter taste in my mouth because it's like Adam deserves so much more. We saw the potential of his character in those episodes. We saw what he could bring to the table. We saw what they can do for him. Instead, they just let his character just float into the abyss. They put my nigga through the trenches of his character. They didn't want to do anything. This is your first ever trans character in teen drama history, and you just allow the opportunity to just slip through your motherfucking fingers. I mean, Adam is the first ever teen drama trans character ever, to the point where I feel like some people probably don't even give Jordan, the actress who played Adam, her fucking credit. They probably even give her credit for playing a trans character. I bet they don't. And it's so fucking sad because she fucking deserves it. Regardless of how they treated her character, regardless of how they wrote her on the show, she deserves her credit for playing a transgender character and breaking down those fucking barriers. She deserved it. She absolutely deserves it. But nobody ever talks about the actress who played her, Jordan. No one ever talks about Jordan being that actress who played a trans character for the first time in teen drama history. No one ever talks about it. No one. And Adam part 1 and part 2 episodes, I hated his mother. I never ever liked it. Drew and Adam's mother. She's so controlling. She wants to take control of her son's lives, and it's so fucking irritating. I absolutely loved what Adam said, that I don't need you to like it. Fucking accept it. I don't give a fuck if you don't like that I'm trans, but you're gonna motherfucking accept me no matter what. Your daughter is gone. I'm your son now. Please start calling me Adam. No more Gracie. No more of that bullshit. For Adam's mother to tell him that don't bother coming if you're not gonna dress up as Gracie, it's like, I understand where, I guess I could say I understand where Adam's mother is coming from. You know, it's hard to see your child transition after they've been your daughter for so long. But like Adam said, I was never happy when I was a girl because I was hiding who I was to make everyone else happy. Do you want to continue seeing your child hurt themselves and go in and out of suicide hospitals because you refuse to accept and love them for who the fuck they are? I feel like had Adam mother fucking listened to him in that car before he had the ballroom dance, nothing that happened would have fucking happened. She should have took him out of the ballroom classes, because since he did not have the surgery and he was going to be dancing with females, that's a lot of up close body tension, right? You are feeling on to someone's feeling on to you. If a female touch him, they are going to know that he has boobs. He doesn't have he hasn't transitioned yet. Has she listened to him about transferring him out of that class? What happened would have happened. But since she doesn't listen, she wants to take control. Excuse me. She is the reason why her son got harassed. And then they did nothing for him in season 10 after that. In season 10, they put him in a storyline that I feel like didn't really need to evolve him. They try to pair him up with one of the most boring characters ever in Degrassi, Fiona. So Fiona had an alcoholic problem, and she was catching feelings for Holly J. They did something where Adam started catching feelings for her, and I don't know if they were trying to do these episodes to indicate that yes, Fiona is gay, because since Adam still had all his female parts, Fiona was just, so willingly to just kiss up on him, so that made her gay, which I don't really know what that means, but I'm gonna say Fiona was gay way before she kissed up on Adam because he had his female parts. She was in love with Fiona. She was in love with Holly J, excuse me. They did something where they paired them up, trying to make them a couple, and then Holly J was talking about Adam is enabling her drinking because he understands why she does it, because, she was in a domestic abuse relationship. And I feel like, why put Adam with someone who got too much baggage, who got so much shit going on? I just don't get it. They should just put Fiona in rehab. Instead, you got Drew trying to get at Fiona, and then Adam is with Fiona. It was just a little too much for me. They could have left Adam out of that, and they could have just did something else with his character. In season 11, he gets nothing. They try to put him in a love relationship with Katie. That didn't work. And then they rehashed the same storyline from season 10, where someone doesn't want him in the bathroom because he's trans. And now they're doing the storyline season 11 where Dave didn't want him on a radio show because he was transgender. I think we really rehashing and retelling the same storyline we already told in season 10 Give him something. Please. Something. Anything. Come on. He didn't get shit in season 11. Nothing. He didn't get anything in season 11. Season 11, he was in the background. He was like a wingman for Eli, wingman for Drew. He didn't get no storylines. He was barely even on the show. So it was like, it's like, I'm not understanding. And then season 12 come along. Like I said, up until his relationship with Becky, he didn't get really no screen time for real. He didn't. They try to do so. There was there was only one storyline I could think of they gave Adam in season 12 up until they put him with Becky before the whole play and all that other shit where she was being homophobic with her brother. So there was a storyline where Tori, the girl that's best friends with Maya, she gave Adam a note telling him, what did she tell him? Telling him that there's someone who has a crush on him. And he said, who? And she said, you're just going to have to wait and see. So she thought Adam was gay, right? Like, she didn't know that he was trans. So she thought Adam was gay. So she tried to put Adam with Tristan. And, you know, Adam isn't gay. Adam is trans. He likes girls. But she said she got confused because he had the rainbow, he had the rainbow sticker on his book bag. So she thought he was gay. And he was like, no, I'm not gay. I'm trans. I very much like females. Thank you very much. I don't know. It's just like, out of all the storylines you could have gave him in that season before you put him with Becky, you do a storyline like that, I just don't get it. I really don't. It was just, I don't know, it was just irritating the way they handled his character. And in season 12, they did a storyline with Becky, which I really liked. They did the storyline with Becky. They did a storyline with Becky. Becky was catching feelings for Adam, but she didn't know that Adam was trans. So, when she found out Adam was trans, they still went out. They just snuck around. Once, when she told her parents that Adam was trans, they told her, when she told her parents that Adam was trans, they tried to send her to some type of boot camp that, I don't know, that try to control her mind or try to erase, I don't really know, some weird shit. Because she's a Christian, right? The dad was like getting Adam confused, thinking that he was gay when he was like, no, he's trans. He's a guy who likes girls. And she broke up with Adam and said she's going to go to the camp. Is going to go to the boot camp. She just don't think they should be together right now because it's just confusing. He confused her, making her thinking that she might be gay because Adam is a girl, even though he hasn't had the transition. It was just like, girl, what are you even talking about? You only doing it because your parents, regardless, if your parents, this is how I feel like, if your parents really love you, it should not matter who you date, as long as that person treats you good. It should not matter. If it's something, and it's like you're dating your type, right? It's not like you dating someone who went to drama. It ain't like you dating someone who went to all that gang shit and guns and drugs. You dating a good guy. You dating a very nice guy who got a nice, decent job, who got his shit together, own place, good job, who can take care of you. Even if he's bisexual, trans, was a woman and is transgender to a male, what that got to do with anything? He treats you good. He love you. He is a gentleman. He is good to your family as well. I feel like if you a parent, You should love your child who they're with. If they're treating them good, I feel like you have nothing to worry about. Nothing. And I feel like her parents are the ones who were trying to confuse her into thinking because Adam was born a girl and is now transitioning to a guy, that makes her gay because he was born a girl. Like, that doesn't matter. And then when she found that Adam was still carrying tampons in his book bag, she felt like she was even more confused that she might have been gay because she thought Adam had the surgery even though he didn't, which I definitely understand. That's something he should have communicated with her, letting her know he hasn't had the surgery. But then again, it's like he should have been had the surgery. His mother should have gave him the surgery in season 11, not in season 13 where he started transitioning. He's on the how do you say it? The testosterone. I don't know how to pronounce it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The shit for guys, the shots that he has to take to get his voice like a guy, to get his male body, things like that. And then in season 12, he started dating this other girl, but he was still in love with Becky, and he even tried to ask her that if they dated, would she want to keep it a secret from her parents? She said yes, and he said that would make him feel like she has something to be disappointed about, and he said this is who he is, and he's not going to change. Either she going to accept and love him for who he is, or they're just not going to be together, which I definitely agree with. I'm not changing for nobody. If you going to love me, you got to love all of me. The fuck? But him and Becky, they end up being together at the end of the day, and I thought they were cute, and I really thought they were cute. I really did, and I feel like after all the shit Adam went through, he deserved to be with someone who loved him. Thick and thin, through and through, trans and all. But his character deserves so much better. So much better. What they did with him, it just leaves a really bad taste in my mouth because it's like what Adam, they didn't even try. They didn't even try to see what they could really do for his character. They didn't try at all. They didn't even try. They did not try to see what they could do for his character. They didn't try to see how they could give him storylines. They just had him in the background, being a wingman to people, and that's it. And it's like, when do we get to see him shine a little bit more? Other than what he did in season 10, when do we get to see him shine bright like a diamond at season 11? We don't get to see that at all until season 12, and then season 13 they killed him off. I mean, like, damn, like, I love Degrassi. Don't get me wrong, Degrassi is my favorite teen drama show, but some characters and some storylines they did not handle or write well. It's like they said, fuck it. They didn't try. They didn't really care. Could have been some backstage drama. I'm not really sure what it was. But it's like Adam's character just got a free check. Like, oh, he's here, so he gonna get that paper no matter what. It's like, no, if I'm an actor and I'm in a show, I want you to give my character something to see what I can do. I don't want to just be in the background and getting this amount of money to do nothing. What am I here for if I'm not gonna do shit? There was a lot of characters on that show who got paid for doing nothing. Katie, Jake, Mo, Marisol. Who are some other characters? Imogen, Fiona, Sav, Dallas. These are all characters who was on this show who got paid for doing absolutely nothing. They didn't do nothing. Nothing that was interesting to me. They didn't do shit. I mean, they didn't do anything. Nothing. They did nothing. Even with Drew, his character, in season 13 and 14, he barely had any storylines. Was barely in the spotlight. His character got paid for doing nothing. And y'all already know, they put my boy through the trenches. They rug my boy through the mud in season 13 and 14. They said, fuck Drew. They said, fuck him. They said, fuck him. Just like they did with Adam. Fuck you. We gonna pay you, but you ain't getting no storylines. You're not gonna get no screen time, and we're not gonna do nothing with your character until we feel like it. It's like, if that's the case, then why am I on the show? I would have just been like, man, fire me. Fire me. Just do something with me. Fire me. Period. And I think that's why she left. I think that's why Jordan left. I feel like she knew they weren't do nothing with her character, and she wanted out. So she was like, kill me off, do something where my character could be remembered, and I'm out of here. And I just feel like she made the right decision, because if you're not going to let me show what I can do as an actor, then there's no point in me being here at all. And that's just how I feel. I feel like if you're not gonna let me shine or try to show you what I can do as an actor, then why am I still here on the show? It's just fire me. I'll go today. Let me the fuck out of here. It's like, let me go today. Just let me go, because it's like, if you ain't gonna if you're not gonna give me screen time I need to do to show what I can do in this show, why the fuck am I here? And I do not blame her for leaving. Adam deserves better, and I think everyone in the fandom knows that. I can't put Adam in S tier because he isn't an iconic character, even though he is one of my favorite characters. But since he didn't really do anything, was in the background a lot, and didn't have that much didn't have that much storylines, and didn't really get that much spotlight, to me, I'm gonna have to put Adam in S tier. I mean, in C tier, my bad, in C tier. C tier is for characters who deserve better. I love them, but they deserve better. And I think Adam is right there when it comes to Ellie. Ellie was a character I really, really fucked with. I really loved her when she first came in season 2, when she was Marco's fake girlfriend because he was gay. Season 3, she had the self-harming storyline because her mother was an alcoholic. Season 4, she had that fantastic acting scene with her mother. And Season 4, Anywhere I Can Lay My Head, telling her her drinking made her cut herself, that this is what it costs living with her. One of my favorite acting scenes in Degrassi. One of my favorite acting scenes in Degrassi. And then after that, they just had her being a pick-me for Craig. So it's like, they could have did so much more with my girl Ellie. They really did. They really could have did so much more for her. But instead, they chose to do nothing, have her on the show just to be a pick-me for Craig, and just still to be in love with him. Same thing with Adam, right? He's just there in the background doing nothing, but he's getting paid, so that's all that matters, right? They're getting paid, so that's all that matters. But it's like, no, as a fan of this TV show, I want to see them get more. If they're not going to be able to shine as bright as I want them to, then why are they here? Let them go. Period. That's just how I feel. That's all I got to say for this video. Adam deserved better. And tomorrow, I'm probably going to make 2 videos. I'm going to make a Degrassi topic video and upload a Disney video so I can get them out of the way as well. That's all for this video today. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow in my more topics /rant/hot takes. Peace.